Hello guys and welcome back to Best Car Picks. At first glance the Mercedes-AMG GT is just another piece of concept car eye candy. The active aero wheels with movable blades between the spokes that close to reduce drag at speed and open to provide brake cooling when needed, light-up paint on the side sills, a configurable light panel between the tail lights. We're not likely to see any of this stuff on a production Mercedes-Benz anytime soon. What's under that iridescent orange bodywork is another story, however. The AMG GTXX previews AMG EA, an all-new, aluminium-intensive, electric vehicle architecture that will underpin a coming generation of electric-powered Mercedes-AMG supercars. The first of these, a four-door coupe, like the AMG GTXX, is expected to hit the road within a year, and Mercedes-Benz has confirmed it will be joined by an AMG EA-based SUV that's expected to appear in 2027. And they aren't the only AMG EA-based models in the pipeline. You don't have to be Einstein to figure out what Mr. Sheeb's really saying. An electric-powered AMG sports car is coming, too. The production version of the AMG GTXX will be quite a weapon, a four-door rocket ship delivering more than 1,000 kilowatts and a top speed of more than 360 kilometers per hour. Courtesy of three axial flux e-motors engineered by Mercedes-Benz owned subsidiary YASA Limited. They will be powered by a lightweight high-performance battery pack developed in-house at AMG with help from engineers at Mercedes-AMG High Performance Powertrains, HPP, in Brixworth, England, where the hybrid powertrains for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One cars are designed and built. Axial flux motors feature a disc-shaped stator at their center rather than the tubular stator used in the radial flux motors that power most modern EVs. This arrangement enables the magnetic flux to flow parallel to the motor shaft rather than perpendicular to it, dramatically improving efficiency. As a result, axial flux motors are 67% lighter and 67% smaller than comparable radial flux motors, says YASA CEO Georg Miska, delivering 3 times the power density and twice the torque density. The two rear motors are contained in a single electric drive unit, ADU, that also houses a planetary transmission and silicon carbide inverter for each motor, as well as pumps for the oil-based cooling system used for the motors and transmissions and the water-based system that cools the inverters. The rear ADU weighs just 140 kilograms but produces well over 640 kilowatts, says Miska. Mercedes-Benz is working with Alpitronic, Europe's leader in high-power charging technologies, to develop a prototype ultra-fast charger that will enable the production version of the AMG GTXX to add 400 kilometers of range, as per Europe's WLTP measurement, in just 5 minutes. With all that power and all-wheel drive, the production version of the AMG GTXX promises to be as spine-crushingly quick from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour as other high-end, high-performance EVs such as the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT Weissach. But what will set it apart from the electric supercar pack, says Mr. Sheeb, will be its ability to deliver its ultimate performance over a much longer time. The AMG GTXX concept has a claimed drag coefficient of just 0.198 CD. Whether the production version will match that number remains to be seen, but we do know it will be available with an optional active rear diffuser that extends, like that on the Mercedes-Benz EQXX concept, to further reduce drag, so it may not be just a tease. The production car will also roll on 21-inch wheels, with a staggered tire setup 275 35ths ZR21 front and 315 35ths ZR21 at rear, to handle the prodigious power and torque funneled through the rear axle. What will surprise people most about the production version of the AMG GTXX is how it's going to sound. The GTXX concept features a visceral V8 soundscape that plays back through the car's audio system, which includes exterior speakers behind the headlights, when it's driven. Carefully indexed to inputs like accelerator position and wheel speed, it sounds, from the brief preview played to the media, like an old-school 6.3-liter V8-powered C63 on steroids. I'm super confident, and I mean really super confident, that we will convince the strongest petrol heads with this car, said Mr. Sheeb, who added that during a Mercedes-Benz executive drive of the production car prototype a few days before the preview of the AMG GTXX, one board member proclaimed, "This is the best V8 we have ever developed." Hope you enjoyed the video. Do subscribe for more such interesting content. Thank you for watching my video.